a little 2-door true freezer. Yeah, there's my lunch. So we got 5 o'clock at night. Yeah, it stays light now, so it's like prime time to go work. Okay, let's check it out. No fans. Not sure if the compressor's running or not. I hear a condenser fan motor running. Let's see. Okay. I'll take this cover off. Got the cover off. And I don't hear the compressor running, but I did notice this. So I'll take a look in here. And I got one condenser fan motor. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's not running. And when I pull the condensing unit out here, we'll probably see that compressor's probably overheated. That condenser fan motor right there is definitely a goner. So let's see what we can do here. To get these condensing units to slide forward, you have to take out this piece here, take off the door heater connector. This piece will come out, and then this bottom piece. Once those are out of the way, we can unplug it and slide it forward, and I'll show you. So I put my leads, power from the thermostat comes in, goes up to here, there's a relay in here. So I wanted to see if I had voltage, at least getting to these two. So now I got voltage, 117.3. So now I can open up the case, and we'll carry on and see if we can actually make sure improve that voltage going to the compressor. The compressor's not hot. It's sitting there cold. It's very interesting. Let's see what we got. Okay. So I took the cover off to follow the electrical, and look what I found. So it's all unplugged, so it's safe. So we got burned up broken wire right there that came off this terminal. You can see the connector right here. This one's pretty charbroiled as well. So maybe we'll get lucky and clean up this wiring, and we'll see if she runs. So let me take care of that. There's the burned up wires. Okay, so it restarted. We still got the one condenser fan motor that needs to be replaced. Let's try and remove there, you'll see it. So, compressor lives. We'll get this condenser fan motor changed out also. Okay, so you remove the screen here. This screen's good to have on there. It keeps mice and things out from getting trapped up in the blades. So this one here you can see freely. This one, listen to this one. Roached. So I got one on the truck. We'll get her changed out. It's real simple. And we'll get the coil cleaned out too. Okay, since the relay, the wires were burned up, I wanted to check at the compressor, and these ones all look good. Just want to give you guys a sniff in there. Light's kind of not getting it good. Get your motor out. Now we use the number 3 Phillips for the legs. There's 4 Phillips bolts in there. You need a bigger tip screwdriver, so number 3 Phillips. 7/16 nut driver. Boom. I'll hold the fan blade and it'll take it right off. That's how we do it. And the motor legs is a 1/4" nut driver. Get them on there. Get all 4 of those off, and then that'll get the legs off. It's just a 5411 motor, 9 watt clockwise. 115 volts, blah blah blah. Okay, it'll come with this type of retaining nut. I'll get rid of that. The OEM had this nice nut with the star washer on it. I'll just reuse those because I like them. So it's basically get your rubber gasket, keep your washer, line up the little nubs in the holes on the fan blade. Get your washer back in, get your nut, then the 3/8 nut driver, get her all tightened up. Where's 3/8? Pardon me, 7/16 nut driver. The 3/8 was for another piece. Let me get that tightened up. Okay, so I got the motor changed out, all cleaned up, fan blade washed, the grill washed. So these ones, the connectors go OEM into this Molex pin connector. So I don't have a Molex pin tool or anything like that, so I just went ahead and spliced it with the butt connectors. And I'm going to put electrical tape over there. So ran it through the deal, and that's how I'm going to hook those up. It's a True's doing this now on a bunch of the new ones. So I got my tape, my connectors are good. I'm going to tape them up. Okay, and that's pretty much it, all taped up. Put the screen back on here. Get the wires running, we'll get the screen back on. Okay, so our little mouse cage back on. Keeps rodents out, they get stuck in the fan blades. They'll guillotine themselves in there. It's kind of neat sometimes. So we'll get the condensing unit back in there and start butting it all back together. Condensing unit back in. When you put it back in, you got to make sure that the pipes in the back, the coil, don't get in the little retainer in the back. You'll pinch them. I'll see if I can crawl back there and show you. All the pieces are back. Got the coil cleaning up. And all that's left is to plug her in and test her out. Now there's no factory installed service ports to gauge up on these units anymore. They've gotten cheap. So we'll put it back together, see if the condenser rejects heat, if the temperature comes down good. And we'll leave it at that. If it's not, then we'll have to pull it out, put the bullet piercing valve on there, recover the charge, sweat in some fittings. So hopefully it'll be good. But that's how they do you nowadays. So when you put it back together, you'll see the pipes back there. They're coiled up. The skid has there's a little piece that goes over the back of it that connects in. Those pipes like to drop down, so when you push the skid back, you got to make sure they're up or you'll pinch the lines. So that's how those go. I'll let this coil rinse out, and then we'll get it restarted. Let's see where we're at up here. Yeah, it's warm. I got some berries and some ice cream. Oh, hot damn, some chocolate mousse cake. Fritz would like that. What else is in there? Some other stuff. Let's see if we can save it. Oh, some cookies down there. So let's see if we can, hopefully this thing will fire off and we'll save the day here. We'll reset that time clock. Okay. She's back up and running. Got good heat rejection out of her. That was pegged, so it's just got started. It's coming down slowly but surely. We'll check it here. Not sure if it's cold enough for the clicks on the making side for the fans yet or not. Not yet, so I'll show you guys this. So on freezers, until that coil gets cold enough up there, our fans aren't going to kick in. And once the coil gets cold enough, there's a little bimetal switch up there that'll make, and then your fans will kick on. So we're still going through that cooling of the coil. And then once the fans kick in, you'll really see the temperature dropping out. Okay, so the fans just kicked on. You'll see the temperature drop out. We'll be up here like this. So I got the door switch closed with my thumb. So there they go. That'll start dropping out then. I was putting the cover on, and I took a peek at this guy over here, and that'll be the next call. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this one out, the next door neighbor here. Okay, I got that little bit shiny. He's all cleaned up. That's a funky stain up there. That's kind of neat. But, okay. So hopefully the old turbo air will leave. Let's see how our freezer's doing. Yeah, she's fine. Rejecting tons of heat, coming right down. So that'll be it for this one. All right, thanks for watching.
Drop that kitty down low. Oh. Drop that kitty down low. Meow.